Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gabo the Shaman, and today we'll be talking about the holographic nature of the universe and how spiritual practices and mantras and qigong, things like that, energy work and working with deities, how that actually is working with yourself, working inside yourself. So a lot of people have a lot of preconceptions about doing a mantra or worshiping any deity, and so that's, if you have the wrong mindset, if you have the wrong assumptions about reality, then yeah, I could understand where that comes from. But really, so how it works is, like, especially for doing mantra or working with a deity, I am a shaman, I am a animist. That means that I believe that everything has consciousness. So, everything, plants, animals, trees, birds, it's all conscious, and it can be all interacted with. And in the same breath, I can say that everything outside of me is within me. So, for example, the universe. So, for example, when we look up at the stars at night, when we look into the Milky Way galaxy, what I'm actually doing is looking deep within myself, and everything is within me. And so this is where the holographic, multidimensional nature of animist belief and the multidimensional nature of reality comes into play. So even though something can be outside of you, it can be also inside of you. So when we're working with a deity, when it says, when our mantra says, Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Vamanaya, meaning I bow to the self-realized dwarf who aligns the three selves, or the enlightened dwarf, or whatever it is, who aligns the three selves. We're not actually bowing to a deity outside of ourselves. We're bowing to something within us. And the I bow, Om Namo Bhagavate, doesn't mean that we're inferior to that. It means that we are admiring that part of ourselves, not that we are inferior to it, not that we are less than, none of that. It's that we are acknowledging and admiring the part of ourselves that, for example, if Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva, if Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Vamanaya, if that was your Dharma Devata, which I talk about in my Vedic astrology readings, if that was your Dharma Devata, then it would be, that would be the part of yourself that wants to align with your Dharma. That's the part of yourself that wants to help you align with your Dharma. So, honoring that and acknowledging that, and like basically another way to think about it is it's the lower self, the psychological programming, getting out of the way of the higher self, the wisdom, the consciousness, the, all that stuff. So, somebody asked me a question about, is this me bowing to, is like me bowing to some deity, like being less than, like in Christianity, see, this is where we get screwed up as Westerners. This is where our mindset is so screwed up. In Christianity, we are seen as less than God. But in my practice, we are God. I am God. You are God. So, that means that everything is within us, So, it's a hard concept to explain. But basically, in the Vedic tradition, the Indians, they would, you could walk up to any Hindu or Indian on the street and say, is Ganesha a real person? Does he exist, flesh and blood? Is he real? They will say, oh yes, Ganesha is real. And then in the same breath you could say, isn't he also just a archetype of my higher self, of my overcoming death, overcoming anything that life has to throw at me, because that's what Ganesha is. So, oh yeah, he's just an archetype. He's just a symbol. So how can those two be true at once? How can Ganesha be a real boy with an elephant head and be an archetype? This is the holographic universe that we live in. There is no black and white. The intellect, intellegere, wants to pick apart from among. It wants to make things into black and white, true or false, this or that. When in reality, the universe does not work like that. The universe is not black and white. It's holographic. So, that means that while it is true that Ganesha is a real flesh and blood human boy with an elephant head, it is also true that Ganesha is inside of you. That you are Ganesha. Part of you is that you are Ganesha. So when you do a mantra to Ganesha, you're doing a mantra to a part of yourself. And the Om Namo Bhagavate, I bow to, is just the lower vibrations bowing to the higher vibrations. The lower self bowing to the higher self. So it's basically you worshiping yourself. There is no inferiority. Oh, I feel less than, doing this makes me feel. No, that's nonsense. You don't need to feel that way at all. That's so silly and superficial. Anyway, so I would appreciate it if you are one of those people who asks me questions to actually think about what you're asking me and frame your question in a constructive way. I mean, it's so easy to type in comments and emails and things like that and just blurt your question without even really thinking. So it would behoove you to actually think about what you want to ask me and frame it in a proper way. Alright, so I know I can be kind of a lot sometimes, but that's just my way. I give you the bitter medicine. I will tell you the unapologetic truth, no matter what. Like it, dislike it, whatever. And, you guys are here for a reason. You came to learn from me. I did not go to you asking, will you please watch my video? Will you please be my student? No, I didn't do that. So, anyway, guys, so the holographic nature of the universe. Now, so this is the difference between Western understanding and shamanic understanding. We have this like Christian mindset that we have, and that basically states, oh, if I worship something, I'm saying that I'm less than that. That's not true. The gods, Odin, Thor, the gods, Shiva. The gods are cheering us on. The gods are in admiration of us because we have the bravery to go from being an infinite soul to being a limited human. So the gods are actually in admiration of us. And they want to help us. They want to work with us. So, and the gods are also, the gods as we perceive them outside of us are also within us. There's an aspect of me that connects to Odin. There's an aspect of me that connects to Freya. There's an aspect of me that connects to Shiva. There's an aspect of me that connects to Ganesha, Thor, Frigga, all the deities. So all of the deities that I worship, when I worship a deity, I am worshiping myself, or an aspect of myself. I'm not worshiping anything outside of myself. That's a very important distinction. And when I do Qigong, I am releasing my own energy. That's my energy. And so, a good meditation or a good mantra to do to get this sense of being full with the universe. There's a Ganesha mantra like a certain avatar of Ganesha where he's this big-bellied little boy with a big belly and the universe is inside of his belly. This helps us to feel connected with everything, that everything is inside of us. It empowers us actually too. So it empowers us too. And I'll give you that mantra. Once again, you should, if you know anything about this channel, you need to do a mantra for 40 days. And so, if I gave you a mantra, do not change it. I gave you that mantra for a reason. However, if for those people who are maybe new to the channel, new to my content, and don't have a mantra, then I'll give you this one. This one again helps you feel full on the universe, and that is Om Lambodharaya Hum. It's Om Lambodharaya Hum. Alright, so there it is. Om Lambodharaya Hum. So that's it basically helps you feel full on the universe, and it helps you clear out any negativity around you. So that hum sound, that is a that is a very powerful vibration. That is a very powerful sound that clears out negativity, clears out, spaces of, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, guys, part of my, part of being, a student is being willing to learn, being willing to put aside your preconceived ideas, your feelings, your notions, your beliefs, and absorbing what I have to teach. Alright, so, because, anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later. Once again, you are the universe. The universe is within you. That means God is within you. You are God. When you're doing spiritual practices, you are not bowing to God. You are bowing to the God within you. That's a very important distinction. So, if you'd like my courses, services, products, services, courses, anything that I have to offer, it's all listed right here. You can go to linktree/Gebo the Shaman to check out all my products, services, courses, everything that I have to offer. And you can also hit the links down below in the description. Those links will take you to where you need to buy stuff from me. So anyway, guys, I do offer astrology readings, birth time rectification, distance energy healing, etc. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you later. Peace.